In this week's episode, we travel further south down the Bruce Highway and visit a plantation.
We learn about a tropical fruit that we've never heard of before.
As we drive round the plantation, we see something bouncing through the undergrowth.
We visit a solar-powered caravan for chickens.
Bruce also shares some personal experience of being bitten by one of the most feared spiders in Australia.
We've got a really big favour that we'd like to ask you.
If you haven't subscribed already, could you please subscribe? It makes a huge difference to us. It will help us monetize the channel, and it also means that you'll get notified for other videos that are similar to ours.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We're on our way. We've left Mission Beach. Peggy's driving. Straight on. Straight on. Straight on here. It's a beautiful day. We don't know where we still don't know where we're staying tonight. We have booked in. The things are sliding around as we go around the roundabout. We have booked in for 2 nights at a campsite so we can explore the Whitsunday Islands. So that's something we've got planned for tomorrow and the day after. But for today, we're just going to see where the road leads us. It's going to be at least 3 hours minimum, so just sit back and enjoy the ride.
Thanks to the advice of Bruce from Brisbane and PJ, we managed to get on to Wiki Camps Australia and found on there an Achacha plantation that welcomed visitors in motorhomes. The Bruce Highway is a major highway from far north Queensland in Cairns right the way down to Brisbane, so that was our route of choice. It was named after a federal politician called Harry Bruce, and Bruce was the state minister for the works in the 1930s when the highway was named after him. Even though the Bruce Highway is a major route between Cairns and Brisbane, most of the time it's a single carriageway. Every now and again there are passing places so people who have been stuck behind motorhomes can escape for a while and go at their own pace.
This is our first fill up, so this will be interesting to see what the damage is. Right, we're up to 100 litres, $44. No, $100, 44 litres. It's just stopped. $118, 50 litres. Beautifully done. There's the final bill.
The Achacha plantation was situated right off the Bruce Highway, which was fantastically handy for us. And Bruce and Helen, our hosts, were so warm and welcoming it was untrue. The Achacha fruit has been featured on the BBC One's One Show, and Jay Rayner was bigging it up good style.
It is a 100-hectare site that is filled to the brim with fruit trees, most of them Achacha, which is the first Achacha plantation in Australia. Bruce and Helen have the sole rights to grow and distribute this fruit.
They offer tours around the plantation and you can follow them round on a quad bike if you can keep up with them. What we didn't realise until we started following them is that you could see wallabies bounding through the plantation in the evening, and that was just absolutely magical.
Helen was passionate about farming in a biodiverse manner and had recently returned from Malaysia, where she had attended a conference on biodynamic farming practices. The plantations is up for sale to a very lucky buyer. Bruce showed us how to peel and eat the fruit.
And there's a seed inside. You pull it out with your teeth.
Oh, it's delicious.
They're very low in sugar. So they're good for diabetics. And they're so low in sugar that your fingers are sticky now.
Yeah.
And in a minute, it's gone.
It'll be fine.
After a tour of the plantation, Bruce took us to feed the chickens and see the chicken caravan.
They're lovely things. When I come in the afternoon about 5 o'clock, they all come running.
Oh. So this is the chicken caravan. It's got a solar panel chicken caravan. A solar panel on the chicken caravan.
That's where they sleep.
Oh, right.
And at 6:30, I can't remember what time I've got it set for, but that door will shut. They'll be inside,
Yeah.
and the door will shut. And we've got 2 layers of mesh there to stop dingoes or foxes pulling them through.
Right.
So they're quite safe in there.
Wow.
Now at about 5 o'clock, see that the 2 hanging things, and then behind there's a screen.
Yeah.
That is where they lay their eggs. Normally it's back the other way. We'll have a look on the other side and you'll see it. But they lay their eggs, and then at 5 o'clock that comes forward.
Oh, right.
To stop them from roosting in there. This is enough for 30 chooks.
Wow, 30.
So that's all operated by solar panels.
Goodness me.
This door, and then it opens up at I think 6:30 in the morning.
Oh,
And out it comes.
Fantastic.
Down the coast in Port Macquarie or somewhere, and they sell them all around the world.
Oh,
So they've
oh,
laid the eggs,
wow.
and that's on a slope, so the eggs roll out,
Right, I see.
and they're clean. You don't have to
fantastic.
do any cleaning or anything like that. So this is the computer. I don't change that unless I've got a 10-year-old kid near me. The design is intended so that you put it out in a paddock or somewhere and then move it 10 or 20 metres each day.
Yeah.
So you put manure in a new area and it gives them a new area to play with.
How do they know to go in there at that time? They just do.
Could I tell them?
And they do as they tell them.
Well, this came as a flat pack, like
Oh, really?
with a book, 222 page.
So you had to build?
Well,
My goodness.
there's 3 of us. Took 3 of us 3 days to put it together.
And did you have any bits left over that you...
No,
Yeah, or we used
when we did, we knew we had to come back and undo the rivets, and 'cause everything was really in sequence. You know?
Yeah.
And if you missed out on something,
You had to do it
come
again.
back and do it again. I have been bitten by a redback
Have you? Wow.
ages ago when I was young, much younger,
Right.
and it really, you remember that, you know, your hand will swell up for a day or so. But other spiders, and there are some.
Did you not get, sorry, your hand will swell up for a day or so. Did you get hospital treatment for
No,
it?
no. As long as you know what it is, you probably, if it happened again, I probably would go to the hospital.
Right.
But if you knew it was a redback, and when I say hand, you know, it's probably not the whole hand. I can't remember the details, but
Yeah.
you know, it was something I remember part of it. Anyhow. But in the Sydney area, there's a spider called the funnel web.
Oh, yeah.
And they can be killers. And our house in Sydney is on a slope like this, and we're extending it. And there's some old rock walls there, and the builders found funnel webs in these rock walls. You know, like half a dozen of them.
Wow.
They were scared stiff. You know, these are tough builders, tradies. They were really worried about them.
Yeah,
But,
well, something that can kill you, you should be worried. The risk assessment.
But, you know, I think there might be 2 people killed by snakes every year. But in India, something like 40,000 people die from snakes every year.
Wow.
It's a huge number.
Goodness me.
I have to check that figure because it does sound, but
It's
I
a lot,
read
it's a
that
lot, yeah.
somewhere. It's huge. Poisonous snakes are much more prevalent.
Right.
And apparently the animal that kills more humans than any other in Australia is the horse.
Is the
Horse.
horse?
People falling off horses. So it must be,
Yeah.
you know, there's more people killed by horses than crocs. You know, stingray, sharks, anything like that. Apparently, that's what we were told.
I believe that.
Because more people are probably in contact with horses and, you know, doing jumps and different sports and things. I don't know.
Tonight we are wallaby spotting. The owners have lent us this little buggy to tour their plantation, and we're driving up and down looking for wallabies. We've seen a few so far. We've been fairly successful. It's just an incredible location. We've spent probably, I don't know, a good couple of hours with them.
They've just given us a tour of their plantation and told us all about the different fruit that they grow, particularly the Achacha, which I'd never heard of before, and they have the sole rights to growing it in Australia.
Yeah, incredible.
So we'll definitely put a link on about because they've got a website here. Fantastic place to come and stay, and they're so friendly.
Yeah, so I think we've spent €25 for the night with electric, and not only that, we get this buggy to use to go around their plantation looking for wildlife. So
and they've given us quite a bit of fruit as well.
Yeah, quite a lot. We've had coconuts
and star apples.
Star apples, all kinds of things.
And a mango to ripen up.
And you've got a little spider in your hat. Let me just get rid of that. It's only little. See that little one there?
Okay.
It's gone. There.
Thank you.
Sorry about that. There was a spider with a red back in Peg's hat, so I just had to flick it away. But I think it's all right now. Are you all right, Peg?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nothing to worry about. Anyway, we'll carry on now looking for wallabies.
Just bounced off down there.
What have you found?
It bounced off down there.
I've seen it go across it again.
Again?
Yeah. Just right to left. After driving up and down for a while, Peg thinks she spots a wallaby, so we jump out and proceed carefully and quietly on foot. We didn't realise how much noise we were actually making with the crunching underfoot. As we approached, it heard us and darted into the bush. It was getting quite dark now, so we decided to call it a night and have another look in the morning.
The best time to go wallaby spotting is dawn and dusk, but unfortunately we didn't get up early enough the next day.
Oh, look who's here! Hello! You can say hello! Oh, here's Rocket.
Rocket, how are you doing, fella? After a little bit of a snooze.
Very tired for a little puppy.
Hard work, isn't it?
Oh, you are. He's only little.
Right.
Okay, Peg's going to try and drive. This is going to be a good day. Hello, I know you're the most important.
Right, you're going to have to tell me how to do it. You start in neutral.
Start neutral,
right?
turn that around. Okay, so the electric fence is up ahead of us, so we're going to turn back the other way. Some of the horses got out last night. They don't know how that happened, but they had to round them up and catch them this morning, which is a bit of a challenge, as horses don't like to be caught. Anyway, so we're going to turn back and go a different way as the electric fence is up just ahead. Peggy's reversing beautifully.
I'll show people how you open them. And squeeze it up a bit. And then literally like that.
Right, I'm just going to have an Achacha for breakfast. So just take off the top.
Oh, absolutely beautiful.
It's a lovely sweet flavoured fruit. We've just left Achacha Plantation. We're back on the road again on our way to Airlie Beach. Have I said that right, Peg?
Yeah.
I've even said it right. Now, we were hoping to go to the Whitsundays tomorrow, or possibly the day after. The weather forecast isn't great, unfortunately. Strong winds and rain. We were hoping to do some snorkeling, so that could end up being a challenge. So it's even starting to rain now, in fact, here. So we're just going to carry on down to Airlie Beach and just see what the lie of the land is there.
If you have any questions or suggestions, please write them in the comments section below.
And if you liked it, please like and subscribe to our channel.
Thank you.
Thank you.